Unveiling the Genius, the comprehensive history of Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in the bustling city of Ulm, Germany. His arrival brought immense joy to his parents, Hermann and Pauline Einstein, who were eager to nurture their first child in a city known for its rich cultural heritage and academic atmosphere. The Einstein family relocated to Munich when Albert was still a toddler. This move was pivotal for Albert's early education, as he was enrolled at the Luitpold Gymnasium. The school was known for its rigorous academic standards, providing a solid foundation in classical education. During his formative years, Albert was profoundly influenced by his uncle Jacob and a family friend, Max Talmud. Both were instrumental in introducing him to the captivating world of mathematics and science. Their guidance ignited a spark in young Einstein, which would later become a blazing passion for understanding the mysteries of the universe. However, Einstein found himself at odds with the strict and disciplined nature of the Prussian education system. He felt stifled by the rote learning and authoritarian teaching methods, which clashed with his creative and inquisitive spirit. This educational mismatch would shape his views on traditional schooling for years to come. In 1894, the Einstein family faced significant financial difficulties, prompting them to move to Italy in search of better prospects. Albert initially stayed behind in Munich to continue his education, but soon felt compelled to leave the oppressive school environment and join his family in Pavia. In 1895, a young Albert Einstein made the bold decision to leave the rigid environment of the Luitpold Gymnasium in Munich. Feeling stifled by the traditional educational methods, he set off to join his family, who had relocated to Pavia, Italy, seeking a more liberating academic atmosphere. Upon his arrival in Italy, Einstein decided to complete his secondary education at a school in Aarau, Switzerland. This school was known for its progressive educational methods, which were a better fit for Einstein's nonconformist nature. The environment there rekindled his love for learning, particularly in mathematics and science. In 1896, after successfully finishing his studies in Aarau, Einstein enrolled at the ETH Zurich. This prestigious institution allowed him to delve deeper into physics and mathematics, fields that fascinated him profoundly. His time at ETH was crucial, marking the beginning of his journey into theoretical physics. Graduating in 1900, Einstein faced significant challenges in securing an academic position. His earlier departure from the traditional school system and unconventional thinking were not yet recognized as strengths. During this period, he supported himself with temporary teaching positions and private tutoring. By 1902, Einstein had taken a position at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern. This job provided him with a steady income and enough time to contemplate and develop his revolutionary theories. It was here that he began formulating ideas that would eventually turn the physics world upside down. Albert Einstein married Mileva Maric in 1903. Maric, a fellow physicist he met at ETH Zurich, was an intellectual companion during the early years of his groundbreaking work. The couple welcomed their first child, Lieserl, in 1902, whose fate remains largely unknown, followed by sons Hans Albert in 1904 and Edward in 1910. In 1905, Einstein published 4 papers that would forever change the course of modern physics. These annus mirabilis papers tackled photoelectric effect, Brownian motion, special relativity, and mass-energy equivalence. His insights laid foundational concepts that spurred new thinking in the realms of quantum mechanics and relativity. Einstein's formulation of the special theory of relativity broke new ground by introducing the concept that the laws of physics are the same for all non-accelerating observers. It presented a new way of looking at the motion of objects in space and time, fundamentally altering our understanding of the universe. The scientific community took note of Einstein's revolutionary theories, sparking debates and further research among his peers. While his ideas initially met with skepticism because they challenged long-held notions about time and space, they gradually gained acceptance as experiments confirmed his predictions. The personal life of Einstein also underwent significant changes during this period. In 1919, he divorced Mileva Maric, and later that year, married his cousin Elsa Lowenthal. His private life often intertwined with his public career, influencing his movements and the circles in which he traveled. Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity, proposed in 1915, was a groundbreaking advancement in physics. It fundamentally changed our understanding of gravity as not merely a force, but as a curvature of space-time caused by mass and energy. The theory's predictions were dramatically confirmed during the 1919 solar eclipse, when light from stars was observed bending around the sun, exactly as Einstein had predicted. This confirmation catapulted him to global fame. Following his rise to international prominence, Einstein began a series of travels around the world, lecturing in Europe, the United States, and Asia. His charismatic presentations and groundbreaking theories not only drew the attention of scientific communities, but also captured the public's imagination, making him a household name across continents. Einstein's active engagement with Zionism marked another significant chapter in his life. Passionately advocating for the establishment of a Jewish homeland, he played a crucial role in the founding of the Hebrew University in Jerusalem. His involvement underscored his commitment to humanitarian and cultural causes, extending his influence beyond the realms of science. In 1921, Einstein was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics, not for his relativity theories, as might be expected, but for his explanation of the photoelectric effect. This work was pivotal in the development of quantum mechanics, demonstrating that light could be understood as quanta of energy, which later became known as photons. Beyond his scientific achievements, Einstein also emerged as a vocal advocate for peace in the tumultuous post-World War I era. His fame provided him a platform from which he actively promoted disarmament and peaceful resolutions to conflicts, engaging with various international leaders and organizations, including the League of Nations. As the shadow of Nazism spread across Germany, Albert Einstein, recognizing the grave threat it posed, made the decision to emigrate to the United States in 1933. Settling in Princeton, New Jersey, he took a position at the prestigious Institute for Advanced Study, where he continued his research amidst a community of eminent scholars. Upon his arrival in America, Einstein did not forget those he left behind. He became actively involved in efforts to help Jewish scientists and intellectuals escape Nazi persecution. His influence and network played crucial roles in securing the necessary visas and academic positions for refugees, providing them with a new start in safer lands. Einstein's concern with the potential for catastrophic use of nuclear energy led him to co-sign a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1939, penned by Leo Szilard. This correspondence, which highlighted the possibility of constructing atomic bombs, spurred the U.S. government to initiate research that would eventually lead to the Manhattan Project. Despite his role in prompting the atomic age, Einstein was a vocal proponent of socialism and believed in the need for global governance. He saw socialism as a means to promote human welfare and argued for a world government that could prevent future wars and conflicts, reflecting his deep commitment to peace. His political beliefs, particularly his support for socialism and his active stance against militarism, drew the attention of the FBI, which began surveilling him. Einstein's advocacy for peace and disarmament, especially in the post-war years, marked him as a potential subversive in the eyes of J. Edgar Hoover's agency. After World War II, Albert Einstein became a vocal advocate for nuclear disarmament, emphasizing the catastrophic consequences of nuclear warfare. He urged global leaders to abandon the arms race and pursue peace, reflecting his deep concerns about the survival of humanity and the moral responsibility of scientists. Einstein's political engagements extended to surveillance by the FBI, who kept a substantial file on him due to his outspoken political beliefs and affiliations. His advocacy for socialism and world government, perceived as radical at the time, made him a subject of suspicion during the Cold War era. His commitment to social justice also led him to speak out against racism in America. Einstein was an ardent supporter of civil rights, publicly condemning segregation and discrimination. He maintained friendships with prominent African American leaders and intellectuals, using his stature to advocate for equality and justice. In 1949, Einstein published an essay titled "Why Socialism?", which outlined his arguments for the economic and social theory. He criticized capitalism and expressed his belief that socialism would lead to a more equitable society, highlighting the importance of human welfare over profit. Einstein's contributions to science extended into the realm of quantum theory, where he engaged in significant debates with physicist Niels Bohr. Despite his foundational role in establishing quantum mechanics, Einstein was famously skeptical of some of its principles, famously remarking, "God does not play dice with the universe." Albert Einstein's quest for a unified field theory marked his later years, as he sought to combine the fundamental forces of nature into one framework. Despite his profound contributions to physics, this ambitious goal remained elusive, underscoring the complexity of integrating the laws governing the universe. In Princeton, Einstein's personal life was marked by simplicity and routine. He enjoyed long walks and was often seen in deep thought. His modest home became a hub for discussions with other scientists and thinkers, reflecting his enduring commitment to intellectual exchange and curiosity. The death of his second wife, Elsa, in 1936 was a profound loss for Einstein. He lived the remaining years of his life without remarrying, focusing instead on his scientific work and public advocacy. His engagement with various causes, including civil rights and disarmament, highlighted his deep ethical convictions. Einstein's health declined gradually, and he passed away in Princeton in 1955. His death was a monumental event, marking the loss of one of the greatest minds of the 20th century. His legacy, however, continued to influence not only physics, but also the philosophical underpinnings of science. Einstein's impact on modern physics is immeasurable. His theories of relativity continue to be foundational to our understanding of the universe, and his approach to scientific inquiry has inspired generations of physicists. His legacy extends beyond science, influencing areas as diverse as philosophy and popular culture, securing his place as a pivotal figure in human history. Albert Einstein's work continued to resonate long after his death, with numerous posthumous publications further cementing his status as a pioneer of modern physics. These texts delve into unpublished manuscripts and correspondences, offering deeper insights into his genius and providing a fuller picture of his contributions to science and philosophy. Museums and institutions around the world bear Einstein's name, serving as custodians of his legacy. These establishments not only preserve historical artifacts and personal belongings of Einstein, but also aim to educate the public about his scientific contributions and the ethical implications of scientific advancements. Einstein's influence extends beyond the realm of academia into popular culture, where he is often synonymous with the term genius. His iconic image, complete with wild hair and a thoughtful expression, appears in everything from movies and commercials to cartoons, symbolizing intellect and creative thinking. The ongoing debates and studies on Einstein's theories keep his legacy vibrant and relevant. Researchers continue to explore the implications of his general theory of relativity and its applications in modern astrophysics, cosmology, and quantum mechanics, continually affirming and sometimes challenging his findings. Annual commemorations and tributes to Einstein highlight the enduring impact of his work on modern physics. Conferences, lectures, and educational events around the world celebrate his achievements, inspiring new generations of scientists and thinkers to explore the mysteries of the universe.